Hiya, welcome back. Look at this. What a beautiful, beautiful Beadnell today. I was going to fish Hawksley to stick with the theme of fishing a different northeast venue every week this month, but unfortunately it's just a little bit too windy in the south of the region, so I've had to come about an hour's drive north to Beadnell, but I'm not complaining because it's one of my favourite venues. We've still got about 3 hours of the flood left, so I'm going to set up just off the point and I'm going to let myself drift down to the Newton Buoy. We're hoping to catch cod, pollock, wrasse and maybe even a bonus ling. I'll see you over there. Right, so here we go, first drop. I've stopped quite closer in than I normally would, because there's a little bit of ground here that I saw last time on the sounder, and I really fancied giving it a go. So let's get down there and see how we do. Yes, we're in. First fish of the day. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Brilliant. We've only been down there about a minute. Let's get it up and have a look at it. Get in. That's a good start. It's taking a while to come up. Yes. Oh, what a nice fish to kick off with as well. Look at that, man. Oh, let's get him up. There he is. Look at him. I'm aware the sun's just gone in the lens a little bit there, so we'll move that around. Easy, tiger, easy. Oh, he's got big teeth and all, this guy. I don't think I'm getting out of this one unharmed. You stay still, mate. There we go. He's out. Ow. Oh, proper bitey, this chap. There he is. Look at him. He's a beaut to start off with. He's quite a thin fish, but he's long. Right, see you later, pal. Brilliant. Bleeding already. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Right. Let's turn the kayak around so we're facing into the wind, and we'll have another one of those. Thanks very much. So I'll just show you something. If you have a little look on here on the sounder, you'll be able to see my lure, and you'll see where I like to work my lure so that I can be sure to connect with some fish. So I'll just give you a quick look at that. Hang on, let's just make sure we're on video. There we go. So you can see me lure there on the bottom. The stuff at the top there is just seaweed and debris at the moment, but there you can see me lure, literally tapping it off the bottom. That's what I like to do. I'm going to cast this one just because I'm not really drifting, and it's kind of... Oh, I'm in! Yes! I was just thinking about casting this one out because I wasn't drifting and I hadn't contacted a fish for a while, and we've got another one of those beautiful long cod. Look at that! Oh, wow! How lovely! Right, let's get them up and get them in. There we go. Just give myself a bit of slack so we can get them out. Get them unhooked, I should say. There we are. Right. Let's have a look at this. Oh, stay still and don't be kicking me rod into the sea. There you go. Ow. They're lively. But look, these are a different cod than I was catching the other week because they're quite long and quite thin. So I think these have just moved in. See you later, buddy. Right. I think we'll stay on this drift and see if we can't catch a few more of those. And hopefully we'll pick up a pollock as well soon. Just untangle me mess. That's just the bottom. I'm dragging it across the bottom there, and I'm not enjoying fishing that way around, so I'm going to turn the kayak around and face the other way a little and see if I can't... Oh, look at that! That. Right, so the one thing about the Storm GTs that I detest is that. And that happens not all of the time, but that's probably the 5th one that's done that to me this year, and I think that's 5 too many, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this Sidewinder on. See if we can't get something on that. So this is the Sidewinder that I pulled out of a pollock at Port Logan. The guy whose Sidewinder it is has subsequently been in touch to confirm that it was the guys on the boat behind us. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. But yeah, I caught a pollock at Port Logan, pulled that out of it with a load of red leader on it. And the lure was in such good condition, I knew it had to have just gone in that day. And yeah, I was right, the guys on the boat behind us, they had lost. Oh, yes, get in! A pollock on this very lure. And now I think I may have caught one. Something fancied it, didn't it? I'm not sure if it's a pollock. I think it's probably a cod. And I'm right. But there you go. Hey, what a beautiful colour it is, though. Wow, look at that. I mean, you can never really see the reds properly on the GoPro. But look at the colour of that chap. He's an absolute beauty, isn't he? Right. Don't you be trying to kick that over the side there. Right, let's get your tail untangled from that braid. Oh, this is a nightmare, isn't it? Stay still. There we go. Oh, and he's, of course, crapped all over us. There you go. Look at the colours on that fish, man. How beautiful is that? I don't know if you can see the deep, dark orange spots he's got all on his flank as well, but there you go. What a beaut. See you, pal. Just get the muck off. Covered in cod poo. I don't think I'd want it any other way. Right, let's get back down there. Right, so I know we've had a few fish on this drift, but I am going to go to a different spot because it's a pollock I really fancy today. That's what I'm after. And there's a nice bit of structure, probably about a half a mile off the point, that I really like to fish. And because it's such a small tide today, I'll get loads of time over the top of it. So I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to head over there now and I'll see you in a little bit. So we're over that piece of ground now. Let's have a go. I'm quite excited. It looks great on the sounder. I've gone off the back end of it, so that will drift south over the top of it with a bit of luck. We're in 22 metres of water now, but that'll go down to about 17, 16 in the next few in the next sort of 20 metres. And the tide's running a lot stronger off the point here as well, so we'll drift a little bit better. Let's get down there anyway and see if we can't catch one. Ooh, I don't know if that was a fish or the bottom. That's the bottom. It's quite rocky down there. Yes, we're in. Brilliant. I don't think it's the pollock we were looking for, but I'm very pleased to see it. Let's get it up and have a look at it there. Come on. What have we got? Yeah. Nice codling. Just as we're going over the depth change, so I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to get him unhooked straight away. Get him back down. Sorry, I didn't show you him. But I'm going to get him back down there. See if I can't get something a little bit bigger. I think there's a shoal of mackerel above this little point here now as well. Right, so we've come a little bit further in. I'm going to be honest with you, we're back where we started. There is a saying, don't leave the fish to find the fish, but we were leaving the fish to find different fish. We just didn't find them, that's all. But anyway, I've still got the Sidewinder on. And, oh, what's that fish down in the water? There's a fish just underneath us. I can't see quite what it is. But, anyway. See if we can't start catching a few more fish, because it has been a little while. We only had one on the pinnacles out there, which is what we went out to fish over. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this drift just take us all the way along to the Newton Buoy, to all that really rough stuff over there, and we'll see how we do. Yes! Brilliant! So we were just bringing that one slowly along the bottom, and something has grabbed it. Fantastic. Let's get it to the kayak and see what it is. It's Take our time in case it's a wrasse, because it felt a bit scatty to begin with. Feels like a bit of a dead weight now. Maybe it's a codlin. I'll stop trying to guess and maybe we should just get it up and have a look at it, eh? What have we got? I still can't see it. It was right at the end of me cast. So it was absolutely miles away. Codlin. Get in. Another beautiful red codlin. Not as red as the one we had before, but look at that. What an absolute beaut. There we go. Let's get me fingers in there and we'll give you a look at them. Ow! Sharp teeth. There you go. Look at that. What an absolute beauty, eh? See you later, pal. And he's off. We'll do that again. We'll have another cast over there, eh? Yes, we're in. Brilliant. Fantastic. Oh, this is all right. Just putting a bit of a bend in. It's wrapping his tail over the top of the line, though. We don't like that. Let's get it up. Fantastic, eh? Brilliant. Where is it? So that seems to be the key, doesn't it? Casting it out and retrieving it at the moment. Oh my word. What an absolute beauty. I think this is one of the most gorgeous fish I have caught for years. Look at that, man. What a beauty. It's got an eye missing on this side. But let me just make sure that you get a look at him. Look at that. What an absolutely gorgeous fish. It's been in the wars, like I say, he's only got one eye, but look at that. Look at the colours of him as well. What a gorgeous specimen that is. Right, let's pop it straight back though. We don't want to be kicking him up here for too long. See you, pal. And he's off. Ho, pleased with that one. Brilliant. Let's have another one of those. What a beauty. That was absolutely gorgeous, wasn't it? Let's have another go. Right, so we're going to rig up a Raballa on a cheb here. Hope you can see there. So, I've got the cheb here. I've got the inside of the cheb out there. If you've never done this before, this is a really good way to fish. So I've got a 20 gram one there, but I've got some 30s in there as well, maybe for later. So, hook point right in the middle, and then out at the bottom there. And get it in. Get it turned around like that. So you see we've done that bit. And then what you do is you find where the bend of the hook is. There, and that's where you mark, and that's where you put the point in. So it seems like a massive hook as well, and it is quite big, but honestly, trust us, we've had some fish on this setup using these little Raballas. So once you've done that, you hook onto the clip here, if I can get it on, and it goes into the fat end there, and then you put the cheb back on. Doesn't normally matter which way around, but some of them, just because of how they were moulded, they like to go back on the way that you took them off. Like this one, for example. So we'll stick that through there. So there you go. It's probably not the best one I've ever rigged up, but you put that end, you clip your swivel onto that end, and there you've got a nice little weedless rig. I mean, it looks ridiculous. The hook looks massive. The cheb looks tiny. But we've had some fish on this setup, I'll tell you. Right, enough talking about it. Let's get on and catch them, eh? So, let's get it out there and see if we can't catch a fish with it, eh? I'm just going to cast it slightly behind myself because I've come over the edge of the drop-off there by accident. I'm going to let it sink to the bottom and I'm just going to bring it slowly back towards us. Yes, we're in. Yes, brilliant. I told you it was a good setup, didn't I? Fantastic. Let's get it up and have a look at it. What have we got? Well, that was good, wasn't it? First cast with that set up. Can we see it yet? There it is. It's a little codlin. Under the chin there, we'll see if we can get it away. Alright, buddy, so it's in the gill plate rather than in his actual gills. That's the good news. So, yeah, nothing wrong with him. See you later, pal. Oh, missed it, damn it. Oh, I got it, but I've got a big tangle in my braid on me reel. Not ideal, but we'll get it up and have a look at it. It's like a comedy, isn't it, this sometimes? Let's get it up. What have we got? What is it? It's behaving quite weird. I have a fancy it'll be a codlin as usual, like, but it has gone a little odd. Let's get it up and have a look at it anyway. We'll soon find out. It's a codlin. It's wrapped itself around the line is what it's done. Hey, it's a nice fish, that. That'll do. There you go. Hey, another good looking fella. Let's get that hook out. Show you him. See you, pal. Maybe I'm going to have a cast around. Maybe I'm going to go back on the slightly lighter lure. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back. Do you know what I'm going to stick on? I'm going to stick on an orange Sidewinder. It's a little bit lighter. I have a little bit more action in this tide because there's not much tide running at all. And did really well on it at Whitley, didn't we? And about this sort of depth of water, maybe a little bit shallower, but we'll definitely give it a go. There you go. I think they're 20-something grams. It'll take quite a while to get to the bottom, but I think it might be worth it. Yes, we're in! Oh, it's been ages. Oh, this is taking a bit of line. Brilliant. I'll just adjust that camera a tiny bit for you. There we go. Gosh. This is this is a bit of a beast, isn't it? I don't know how well you can see us there, but this feels like the fish of the day so far. Gosh. Oh, what an absolute beauty. Oh, that is a beast. Goodness me. Let's get that in the kayak and show you. Look at that. Brilliant. Let me get this camera sorted out. It's just all over the shop at the moment, so you can't really see much. There we go. Right. Ow. Oh, this thing's quite big. Let's just get the hook out first. Do you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to give myself a little bit of slack. Oh, what a monster, eh? Myself a little bit of slack. And we'll get this hook out. And then, oh, don't be kicking me rod in. It's a bit miffed because I've caught him, innit? And then we'll get him up. I'll give you a look. Lovely cod slime in me face there. Look at that. What an absolute beaut. Oh, hey, I'm chuffed with that, man. He's a beastie, isn't he? Goodness me, right. We'll not mess around too much. Oh, we'll get him straight back. See you later, buddy. And he's off. You see the dolphins behind us over there. How absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to have to get my phone out and film them because they're just absolutely beautiful, man. They're having a right riot over there, aren't they? You're so beautiful, man. Wow, what a show. Right, that's it, we're going to head in. I think the Dolphins will be pretty hard to beat there in terms of excitement for the day, so I'm going to call it there. It's getting pretty wet and I'm a little bit cold, so it's probably a good idea to go in. Hey, that was fantastic, wasn't it? I love the Dolphins, and it's ages since I've had a real close-up experience like that. But I tell you what, we've had some decent fish out as well, haven't we? We've had a few nice codling, especially that dark red one that we got early on. That was an absolute beaut, wasn't it? Listen, do me a favour, would you? And subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I know I bang on about it, but it does make a massive difference to that pesky old YouTube algorithm. You know how many different and new viewers YouTube chooses to show you a video to, that sort of thing. Another thing that really helps, of course, is a thumbs up. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do give it one of those. And if you want to ask us a question, leave us a comment, whatever, just do that down below, because I always reply. And don't forget, you've still got your discount code at Galaxy Kayaks UK. That's OTD5 for 5% off everything. That should run through 2023 and possibly beyond, who knows. I'll catch you next time.